Severa ran through the tunnels. Dust and rubble fell from the ceiling as she strode through the abyss. Loud explosions made it hard to move, but she found a hole in the wall lined in hot, steaming green acid that reeked of sulfur. She looked out the hole and saw the lush green oasis with orc children running through and down. She saw it. A colossal Tiham in the shape of a worm. It has no eyes but could still tell where Severa was as it burst from the lower stone and curved in her direction. Its bud-looking head expanded into a segmented maw, lined with thousands of sharp teeth. Green acid began to bubble and condense in its mouth like a dragon preparing its breath attack. Severa was unable to move, just a demon in front of her, an empty space that would instantly fill in the other. Before she was hit with a corrosive stream, a large boulder struck it in the head. The demon fell on the mountain wall, but its acid burst on the stone, and it burrowed back in. Severa took a sigh of relief as juries floated in front of her.
Thanks for the save.
Don't mention it now. We gotta find a way to kill this thing.
Humph, how many cores are there?
I didn't see a single one.
Are you serious?
Yes, I'm serious.
Fuck. She slammed her hand on the wall, making it crack. Okay, we can do this.
How? Without cores, we were guessing how many critical spots we have to destroy.
I need your strongest spell.
That'll take some time.
That's completely fine. When the worm erupts, hit it hard.
Okay, will do.
Juries floated down as Severa leaped from the hole and entered the most recent hole made by the Eremos worm. She ran down the large demon-made tunnel. The darkness didn't matter to her as she caught up to the worm and pulled out a shuriken tipped in light ether. What she thought was the end of the worm opened up to reveal another head that spit its acid at her. She tossed the shuriken at the green wave and was saved by the explosion that blasted the acid back. As it settled, the Tiham was gone. She continued down the hole and made her way 50 kilometers down. She felt the growing heat as she was halfway to the mantle. She heard the bubbling of primordial ether pools, and she heard the explosions of nascent crystals likely made by the Tiham. Through the tunnels, the white etheric rivers flowed like hot blood through veins. Ether crystals of various colors lined the ceiling. Pink, red, blue, white, black, etc. held immense, volatile energy. Severa stopped and gazed at the crystals, but felt the call of Aldrich in her head.
Fucking hell.
Severa. Status.
I'm looking for the worm, trying to destroy the mountain.
The demon erupted from the ceiling and tried to consume Severa, but she swiftly dashed out of the way as the worm slammed on the rock floor. White light ether fell from the ceiling and exploded on the worm, but Severa noticed how it barely hurt the demon as it bulldozed into the wall.
Aldrich, radiant energy, the element that is the natural weakness of all Tiham, barely hurts it.
No way. How old is it?
Severa's head shot up as she thought of a plan.
I don't know how old it is, but I'm going to try something. Aldrich, I need you and the other Risen to direct all the undead to every point in the mountain. We'll be able to remain aware of its location.
Got it.
Severa ran further into the ether tunnels until she found a large chamber full of psychic ether crystals that radiated pink like rose quartz gems. Severa felt small remnants of mental energy in the chamber. Severa pulled out her Onimite gem. She spoke the incantation. The gem glowed, and screams echoed throughout the shard. Eventually, the pink psychic stones gained a blackish hue with their original pink glow. The gems now radiated negative emotions. Severa's soul energy was beyond her peak. Her total amount of soul currency would suffer, but the priority is the worm, not Gilmuth's deal.
All right, come on. You can't pass this up, Tiham. She didn't notice the demon's vibrations anywhere in the stone. Or are you too old to be baited?
The Eremos worm erupted from the ceiling with its mouth wide open. She was unable to avoid it and was swallowed by the demon that kept digging through the stone. Inside, its bowels were tight and narrow. Even Severa's immense strength wasn't enough to offer her space. The putrid, pulsating insides got tighter, and acid began pouring into her chamber of abyssal flesh. The plan didn't change as Severa closed her eyes, fighting through the pain of dissolving, the suffocating of narrow muscles, the crushing of her bones, and her orange soul energy transmuted into the pale blue glow of temporal power. This energy expanded and engulfed the monster. The acid receded, the throat loosened, bones mended, corrosive burns healed, and the demon lost 3 centuries of power. Severa was able to cut through the body of the demon. its plating softer, its muscles weaker, and its mind once again primal. She stuck her scythe in the grooves of its plating and tugged. The demon surged upwards through stone. Severa was pummeled by the pebbles and surrounding stone, but she didn't care. Ending this demon was all that mattered.
Come on, worm, keep going.
Through the cuts and bruises and tightness of narrow tunnels, the worm erupted into the sky. Severa saw the bright blue sky and a second golden sun. She knew what that was and let go of the demon as a pillar of golden light shot through the worm. The holy radiance turned black and red to white and gold, and the gold erupted in a large blast that knocked Severa down. As she shot down 500 feet from the sky and awaited a devastating impact on the ground, she was surprised when she was caught by the wind and gently brought down to the ground. Her undead and the druids awaited her descent.
I didn't hit the ground.
Dylar hovered over her and said,
"We wouldn't let that happen."
He held out his hand and helped her up. Severa looked around, seeing her risen, her thralls, the druids, and the children in the oasis, and took a deep breath at the mountain.
Thanks.
Don't mention it, Severa. The threat of the orcs is gone. We can live in peace again.
A blue light appeared, and from it came Nelio Algrim, clad in his blue and gold robes, his spell book in his hand, then fastened to his hip. "Neo," she said, dumbfounded but gleeful as she ran to him at high speed and held him up in a hug, her hand pressed on the back of his head, her fingers running through his snow-white hair.
I missed you. Why did you come here? It's dangerous.
Neo blushed white. With her affection and the fact that it was done in front of others made her notice and quickly put him down.
Sorry.
It's fine, Severa. I'm happy you're safe, all of you. When watching you through my orb, you definitely gave me stress. I'd say you'll give me white hair soon, but I suppose we're ahead on that.
Dylar walked up to the royal wizard and was shocked that he stood at 4 feet 10 inches, much shorter than anticipated.
Mr. Algrim, are you saying you could have helped earlier?
Believe me, I wanted to help, but I was on the precipice of a new invention. And to be honest, 3 druids of Taurus and Severa, you had a sufficient force.
Well, everything worked out fine, I guess.
Juries came up to Neo and held out his hand.
It's nice to meet you, Mr. Algrim. Derek speaks very highly of you.
Neo shook his hand and felt the disparity in their strength as he gripped the druid's rough hand.
It's good meeting you as well. I'm glad you think highly of me. Not all of my grandfather's people think highly of me or my aspirations.
You know dwarves, sir. Galliarin chimed in.
Yes, I do, but this is for everyone.
Yes, sweetie. This mountain and its resources will be the origin of Noblestel's deposing.
That's great and all. Really it is, but the kids come first.
Of course, Neo said as he turned to the children and lowered himself on one knee to speak to the children. Hello, kids. I know you probably went through something traumatizing, but you're safe now. You're going to new homes, okay, where you can build new lives away from the evil that took your parents. He held out his hand and gave a warm smile to the children. I know you've had a long day. Come on, let's get you some food and rest. The children approached Neo, and the group hugged the wizard with tears flowing down their eyes. Ethereal blue mist erupted from the grass, emerging from it from Gilmath ready to collect on the deal.
You did an amazing job, Severa. He looked to his left, saw the children, and sighed, I guess I won't taste the innocent souls.
No, you won't, Gilmath, but you have the potential to gain 300,000 souls. That has to outweigh the taste of innocence. I had more, but I burned through them during the battle.
Gilmath floated back a bit in shock. That's how many are there? You have the capacity for some great rewards, he said as he rubbed his hands together.
How much for a gnosis? It was 500, correct. Well, what else have you got?
Well, let's make it a clean 4-item purchase. Through his blue mist, he conjured illusions of 4 objects. To the left, a monolith structure controlling undead. Past, it was a large, transparent globe brimming with life energy. Past, it was a set of 10 reliquaries brimming with red vapor that resonated with a small part of Severa. To the right was a metal tablet with words Severa couldn't understand. These to the left are cryptoliths. They are dark magic structures that can empower undead. Condition undead to follow you without your own. will, and passively turn corpses in proximity. For this, I charge 50,000 souls. Past, it is the Ergosphere, a magic glass dome that can change its size and has a connection to the ergospace, granting it unlimited life energy, but the same effects of overexposure if you overdo it. Another 50,000 for this. His hand hovered over the red, ornate capsule. I call these the Infernal Reliquaries. Within these capsules hold the remains of the former Asmodeus. While he is dead, his remains hold the power to craft hexes. I'll charge 100,000 for it. He weighed his body on the tablet illusion and explained, I know you'll love this. The iridescent inscriptions, primordial esoteric language etched on a piece of unknown material. I can only assume it was from the primordial era. I can't make sense of these words. All the souls I've had and no one has the knowledge to decipher it. Seems like you would like to take a crack at it. 100,000 souls for this as well.
Severa looked at the 4 items and grinned in excitement. You got yourself a deal, Gilmath.
Severa held up the Animite shard, and all the souls trapped began to funnel into Gilmath's mouth. Motes of light blended with green remnants swirled down the demon merchant's esophagus. The siphoning felt like a pull from a rope, but she kept holding onto the shard, and after some time the souls were consumed and began digestion as the demon glowed brighter.
Spectacular, he exhaled. A deal is a deal. He snapped his fingers, and the objects materialized on the ground.
Severa opened her subspace portal and placed her prizes inside.
It was a pleasure doing business with you.
I look forward to more deals with you.
We can do more later on, my friend.
Gilmath nodded and descended into an ethereal blue mist that dissipated in the air as a large Gardenian airship approached from the sky.
That's our ride, Neo said and turned to the druids. We can take the kids to your cities with this and the rest back to Gardenia.
Okay, but we have to seal up the mountain first. Severa has numerous thralls in there that could wander out.
You're right. Severa agreed.
Aldrich and the 10 Risen walked up and he said, we can stay behind for now. We'll keep control of your thralls and seal up the mountain. Since Severa told me of your plans, we'll do mining until you get your mining automatons ready.
Neo and Severa looked at each other and nodded.
That will be great, thank you, Aldrich, said Neo as the two shared a handshake.
Severa leaned to the left to address the new Risen. You ladies sure you want to remain in this group? I don't want you to think I created you just to be a tool.
It's fine. You gave us existence and justice for the souls that used to inhabit us. We will gladly remain in your ranks, Alice declared.
Severa nodded in acceptance of the new Risen.
So that's that then, Neo turned to the kids and announced. Come on, kids, we're going home.
The Risen walked back into the mountains. The druids shifted into vultures and flew off, and the 2 wizards entered the airship with the children that remotely began flying through the air. Neo and Severa sat in the cockpit. A holographic screen showed the children walking around the ship. The front window had the beautiful sight of Zodia's sky, and Severa sat silently pouring water into his mouth as he steered the airship.
Thanks, I needed that.
You're welcome, sweetheart, and sorry I couldn't get you anything from Gilmath.
Don't worry about it. He had nothing I wanted anyway. Besides, you did get me something that the mountain range and its resources will be the start of change in the ether industry, not only in technological advancements but with ethics as well. Also, anything you make with what you get will be an asset to us.
Severa looked at the screen and smiled at the children playing and running around the ship.
You were so good with those kids.
You think so?
Yeah, you were so warm, patient, and inviting to them. You'll be a great mother.
Neo chuckled at the joke and said, Indeed, you'd be a good father. So aggressive, reckless, and passionate.
Severa laughed and leaned on her boyfriend. Her shoulder rested on his arm, her tail wrapped around his waist. So, when will we become actual parents?
Eventually. Perhaps marriage should come first.
I mean, I already have you. What more would a ring and a ceremony do?
Marriage is the ultimate expression of love in the eyes of the gods.
True to look at the Scarlet God himself and claim you as mine for all eternity. It stirs something in me.
Calm down, sweetheart. We have to get the kids to a new home first.